Today, I'm going to introduce you to one of those athletes that comes around once every generation. That's right. Usually there's just one out of 25 years. Not my words. These are the words of national critics, coaches, writers. But after learning about this one athlete that makes his home in Avenal, I thought to myself, wow, you know what? We got to have him on my show. He's already posted on my blog at KMJnow.com. His story's already there. It's been there for over a week. This guest tonight will be the next golden child in the 2012 London Games. And only a few of you may know his story. Most of you will be blown away by his story. Live from Radio City, this is No Static Sports. I'm Alexander Balakian, turning your rush hour into happy hour. And thanks so much for letting me ride shotgun with you tonight. Lots to talk about. We're going to try to get to it all. And I have a ticket giveaway that involves my special guest tonight. You can see him up close and personal on May 28th. And I have 5 family 4-packs to give away on this very program. That's right. Now, if I don't get to them all of them by the end of the show, there's always tomorrow and there's always Friday. And by the end of this week, I do have 2 VIP passes to catch my guest. Very, very up close and personal. First things first, No Static Sports is broadcasted all over the place. No Static Sports broadcasted locally and globally. You can listen on KMJnow.com. We're also on your iPhone. Download iPeak Tuner from the App Store. Listen to NSS anywhere in the world live. We are on Facebook.com/No Static Sports tonight on at KMJnow.com. So, who's the special guest, right? That's what you've been waiting for. On the A-list tonight, from working in the farm fields with his family, to working at Starbucks currently, to winning a record 115 amateur fights, 8 national championships, and soon to be boxing's newest golden boy. Jose Ramirez is going to join us live. Now, he has a fight right here in Fresno at the Sierra Racket Club, Tennis and Racket Club. They're going to turn the tennis courts into an outdoor, under-the-stars main event on May 28th. And that's how you're going to get your tickets right here for free. It's the state regional championships. Jose Ramirez is the most feared boxer at 132 pounds. Nobody wants to fight this kid. Why? Because they know they're going to get pummeled. Yet he's a soft-spoken Fresno State freshman. He goes to school. He works at Starbucks in Kings County, and then he works out in the gym training. The only fights he ever has is championship fights. And later, after this fight, next month, he heads to Colorado, where the top 4 that place in those nationals will be a shoo-in for the London Games. And that's where he'll get the big-time shot. All right. Now, last week on this very show, we reconnected with a beloved Bulldog in the late 90s. 97, 98 was the year that he really blew up. Chris Herron and his new book, Basketball Junkie, out on shelves. Remember when he came on the show last week? It's a detailed account of his life as a high school player, a star at his high school in Durfee, in Massachusetts. Then, left Boston College, couldn't hack it there, so he comes to Fresno State. Drug addiction, goes to the NBA. He gets high on everything from marijuana to heroin to cocaine to OxyContin. And he does it while driving his daughter to school. Chilling accounts. That was one of those interviews you have to bookmark. And I did, for my career. And it's weird because today, Jim Rome did the same interview with Chris Herron. Yeah, the goosebump tales of addiction rocked his listeners today. Herron's story more true than James Frey's book, A Million Little Pieces, ever was. Yeah? Yeah, so Oprah should probably have Heron's book on her list. Get to it, Oprah. But here's my point to all of this. For 12 years, I've interviewed a cast of thousands in the sports world. Cast of thousands. Some national figures, some little leaguers, everything from across the board. All very important interviews, and I treat them all the same way. But there are those interviews that you have to step back and say, wow, you got to wow yourself a little bit. Authentic, genuine interviews that have humor, emotion, passion, honesty, and likability. You know, Chris Heron was one of those interviews for me last week. And today, I already know that Jose Ramirez is going to be one of those interviews tonight. This kid, at the age of 18 now, has his own website, thefuturechamp.com, has his own app on an iPhone and Android called The Future Champ. Rick Merigian is basically, his promoter who found this kid, who's helping him out, putting him on the right track to success. And he's won everything from 2005 90-pound ringside world champion, 112-pound junior Golden Gloves national champion, ringside world championship in 2008, 119-pound junior Olympic national champion, junior Olympic national champion in 2009, 2010 USA boxing men's national champion. Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, all these guys have never had these many amateur wins. Why? Because they went pro. But still, it's an accomplishment all in itself. Jose Ramirez will not go pro. He wants to stay in school and get his degree. First in his family. If that's not awesome enough, I don't know what is. Because in this day and age, anybody that has any lick of talent thinks they're better than the pros already are. And Jose Ramirez is humbled. He has humility. And I'll tell you what, when you listen to this kid on this very show, he's wise beyond his years. And he's going to take the nation by storm. Why? Because the likes of Fernando Vargas, the likes of Oscar De La Hoya, have been begging Jose Ramirez to go pro. Have called him at his house and said, go pro. I'll sign you today for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Set up his family for life. And he won't do it. He will not do it. Time for a quick break. When we get back, we'll get you ready for Jose and Steve Gonzalez to join me. It's the TKO coming up. But right now, it's your first chance to win these tickets to see Ramirez up close and personal at the Sierra Club, Racket Tennis Club on May 28th. I'm taking caller 12 right now. Caller 12, family 4-pack, all yours to see this soon-to-be Olympic gold medalist. 490-2020. Do it now. We're back in a flash.